one will be returned by James Dye. And James Dye bolts out of there. James Dye is on his way. James Dye is going to travel the distance. Touchdown, BYU.
This year, and it's Mortensen who takes it at the 2. He's out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and has one man to beat, and he did. Let's see if he can win the foot race. Down to the 30, down to the 20, down to the 10. It's going to be a touchdown.
You're going to take a look at him more than once. Detmer buying some time, rolls out of the end zone, got a man open. Drage at the 40. He may go. 40, 30, 20. Touchdown, Drage.
The rivalry is back, and we got a ball game. Utes get in the end zone for the first time. Kick return for BYU, and a big one to midfield. He beats the kicker down the sideline. Marion, touchdown, 96 yards.
Alta, back to Brathwaite. He has some room. He's picking him up and putting him down. He's going to go.
This game was hot from the opening kickoff. Hema, Heimuli says, Hema, watch this. Taking the kickoff and is gone, 94 yards. The longest kickoff return in Aloha Bowl history, 7-0 BYU. Kansas strikes back just from the second play.
Hoffman from the 8-yard line. Looks for a lane, and he finds it. Now it's a foot race. Hoffman to the 30, to the 20. He's taking it in. Touchdown, BYU.
So now the punt. And that one might have been touched, maybe. Scooped up by the return man, Parker Kingston. And now he's going to turn the corner. There he goes. Kingston to the 50. Still going. Kingston. Touchdown.
Dustin Johnson broke open a first quarter stalemate with an exclamation mark.
Dustin Johnson. Touchdown.
Ahead to Tyler Algier. Algier has it up and has a hole. Algier is on his way. He's pounding the blue, and he's headed for Painter all the way for a score.
Boise with a lot of pressure again. On the run, it's a dangerous throw, but the receiver's open. 30-yard line. It'll be a BYU touchdown.
Now throwing a deep ball. He's got Leslie down the near sideline. Foot race. Leslie wins it. Touchdown, BYU.
Next going deep with it downfield for Colley. Inside at the 30. Colley to the 20. One man to beat. Baker, he beats him. Touchdown, BYU.
10-yard line. Running play, Stacey Corley opening into the secondary, spins away. Here he goes. He's down to the 40. It's a foot race. He's to midfield. He's to the 40. He's to the 30. And he cuts back inside. He's going to go all the way. Stacey Corley made a fine move.
BYU hosting San Diego State, one of many All-American connections between Jim McMahon and tight end Clay Brown. Only this play belongs primarily to Brown, juking, bouncing, and outrunning the Aztec defenders for an 80-yard touchdown during BYU's 35-11 victory.
There with these snaps, and Dye has it at the 20. Here he goes, James Dye.
You got here just in time. Dax Milne down the sideline from Zach Wilson.
Recruit and the number 2 running back in the state of Texas. And how about this? Coming the other way is BYU, taken away by Bywater, and he will take it to the house.
Alongside Hall in the gun. On the jet sweep, Puka Nacua with space. And Nacua across midfield. Nacua breaking away.
He was 17 of 30 for 328 yards, not having nearly the success tonight. Oh, it's into the hands of Ben Horton.
Oh, goodness.
He's going to make it.
Wow. Wide to the left, Zayas to the near side. Bob Jensen. Wide open. BYU first down, Zayas. Zayas will go for the touchdown.
It away. This one a squibber of a kick. Vai Sikahema picks it up at the 35-yard line, finds a seam up the middle at the 40, the 30. He has one man to beat. The 10, the 5, touchdown.
Clock continues to tick. 7:06 to play. Detmer in trouble. Gets out of trouble. Still throws the football. Cutler makes the catch. He's at the 50. And Cutler may go. No one's going to catch Chuck Cutler at the 10-5 touchdown.
For a loss of 7, Wilson floats it deep. Has a receiver breaking open and caught. Pifo has it. Makes a move. BYU with a touchdown.
And Bosco looking for a first down. Drops way back. Throws way deep. Vai is there. He got it. He's gone. He's gone. It's a touchdown to Vai Sikahema.
Hill's going to take it himself, and Hill can get to the edge. And look at Taysom Hill. Could he take this all the way? Yes!
3rd and 7, they bring some pressure. BYU picked it up nicely. They gave Hall time to throw. Downfield, and it's caught in stride. Powell! Touchdown, BYU!
Toward your ball and just going to lead them. I like the chances.
Confidence up for grabs in many minds. Staley made a great cut. Luke Staley, touchdown. Again, line protection. This might go all the way. Clay Brown. Touchdown.
1st and 10, Georgia. Lastinger back to pass. Looking, and it is intercepted at the 40. Brigham Young, big interception, and number 46.
In the backfield, 4 wideouts in this pattern. Beck with time, finds Curtis Brown out of the backfield. Brown into Tulsa territory, big yards, and still on his feet inside the 35, still on his feet inside the 20. Brown could go all the way. Touchdown!
There's a pass, and it's going to be intercepted at the 40-yard line. This is McKyer. Down to the 30. He's going to take this one all the way in. Interception and a return for the touchdown.
His nephew to throw on play action. First down. That's a line drive, and it is picked off. Fred Warner has it into Boise State territory. Warner with a flag down, stays in bounds. Warner down the sideline to the goal line.
There's a 3rd down and 16. And here comes the blitz again. Hall steps up and buys a little bit of time. Stride for stride up in here. It doesn't matter. Austin Collie comes away with it. And it's a touchdown.
All time to throw. Hooks with the completion margin. Hooks at the 10. Hooks, touchdown BYU.
4th downs this year. Hall, oh, he hit him with the okey-doke move, and Hall is putting some money on tape. Touchdown, Cougars!
For that, a little bit closer to Doman. But anyway, it's a first down as Mahe gets a catch, a shifty little move, and he's out in the open. Reno Mahe goes in for the Brigham Young touchdown.
Doman pumps deep. The defender fell down. The pass is caught. And going in for a BYU touchdown is Rod Wilkerson.
Ball drops on a 2nd and 5 and has a man straight down the middle of the defense. It's Epps, Cody Epps, who makes one man miss and in for the BYU touchdown.
Comes in motion. Here's the snap. Covey looking the field over. Floats one downfield. It's caught by Cutler to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Cuts back into the middle. Can he make it? He's going to go all the way, and there's no flag down.
Still waiting for the game's first turnover. There it is. Fua! Touchdown, Cougars!
Bosco down the middle. Then he's got Haysbert down there. Haysbert's got it. He's going to score a touchdown for Brigham Young. Bosco to Hayward explodes with 1:37 seconds to go.
Play action fake. Detmer has a wide open Willis. 30-yard line. Good move inside the 20. Gets a block from Anderson and scores. What a...
No screen pass to Rapati, set up nicely. He has a lot of room, cuts it back up inside. And a good run by Rapati, who's into the end zone for BYU.
Baylor Romney has time, looking deep downfield, looking for his brother, catches it inside, touchdown Cougars.
Well, they show a regular rush.
Deep ball, touchdown, BYU leads.
And Taysom's going to throw it again. Looks deep downfield. There's Hoffman. Touchdown.
To try to do it. Dolman on the option. He pitches it for Stanley. Stanley to the 20. Did he stay in bounds? Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Really different and special programs within our pantheon of college football.
Trick play, Hall, wide open completion down the sideline. Isaac Rex makes a man miss and scores.
Three-man rush. Mangum, all kinds of time. Steps into the throw, in the wind, down to the goal line, and caught! Touchdown, BYU!
At the SMU 41-yard line, McMahon all the way back in his own 46, throwing for the end zone. Receivers are there, defenders are there. It is in the end zone. Who has the ball? BYU. Touchdown! Turn this thing around right now. Hey! So tomorrow.
Here's Katoa to Hefo, Flea-Ficker, Romney, another man wide open, and it's another touchdown.
On second down, Nelson again avoids the sack, heaves it long, Hoffman again, hauls it in, touchdown BYU.
To the outside, receiver throw, he's got a man wide open, it's Deion Smith, touchdown BYU!
Offset back is Curtis Brown. He'll go out in the route. Ball is up there for Harleen, runs under it, across the 10, dives forward, touchdown, Cougars!
Pressure from behind. Mangum flips it into the end zone. We've seen this before. Touchdown, BYU!
From the pistol, Algier's going to pitch it back to Pau, back to Hall. Hall throwing deep, wide open, end zone, touchdown! Gunnar Romney!
A high snap to Houston, the blitz, and the circus catch by Drage. Touchdown!
Continues on the far corner. There's the pass deep for Dye. He made the catch. Touchdown! What a job by James Dye.
That's a backwards pass. It's a trick play. It is set up wide open into the end zone. Laulu Patuta got by the defense.
30 yards away. Another shotgun option. They still don't have Stanley. Stanley! Touchdown!
Detmer spotting something. He's going long. Tyler Anderson. Touchdown!
Good protection. It's for Kayla Louis. Touchdown.
More than 560 yards and set 7 NCAA records.
Hoffman at the bottom of the screen. Hill takes off again. He's in.
And 10 for BYU. Four-man rush. Throwing it over the middle. It's caught. Andrew George. Touchdown BYU.
Just blitzing Nelson. Here they come again. Pops, lobs it to the end zone for Hoffman. He's got it. Touchdown.
They've got
could have doubled. Off the edges, Hill gets a pop on Hall, and Pitta goes back and pulls it in. How about that?
So I think the Big 12 is in a great position right now.
Look out for the double pass here. Back to Hall. Got a bevy of blockers in front of him. Hall with a house call. Touchdown Cougars.
Completion to Rigel. Bowman flushed out. He's got room on the right side. No red jerseys there. Doman for the end zone. Touchdown BYU.
Field goal range. They got time for a couple. He takes a shot into the end zone. Caught, but did he stay in bounds? Yes! Roberts!
Different positions defensively for Notre Dame.
Walsh out of the gun. Looks for Willis. Has him. 2 tacklers to beat. Touchdown.
Screen or draw. Oh, Wilson is going to uncork for the end zone. And he drops it in beautifully. And it is his roommate, Dax Milne, on the touchdown.
Nelson flushed out of the pocket again. Throws across the middle. Passes caught inside the 5. Touchdown BYU, Cody Hoffman.
Out of an empty set here. It's a design quarterback run for Wilson. Straight ahead. First down and touchdown. BYU has.
Davis with pressure on. Touchdown BYU.
Running play, Stinnett to throw, throws it back to Young. Young catches the ball. They do score. They made it. BYU did it. What a play.
Third down play. Boston looking. Campbell throws it. Touchdown!
It's a loss of 3, 2nd and 12. Canellis with a rush on, goes for the screen. Intercepted, touchdown BYU. Intercepted, touchdown.
But they have someone behind him. They have to go to the end zone.
Final play of the game, barring a penalty, all the time in the world for Beck. Can anybody get open for him? He'll roll right, lets it go, finds this guy, touchdown! Johnny Harline comes all the way across the field. Beck finds him, and it's a touchdown, and BYU swarms the field. They win it.
From the 10. Jenkins cuts back and scores. Touchdown BYU.
BYU ended Arizona State's domination of the WAC, 21-18.
They're going to fade it out. Lewis, one-handed touchdown. What a catch.
Looking to pass for a TD. Bounces out of the pocket. Waiting. Here's the pass. Touchdown! And you got to give Ty Detmer credit again because he just did.
Up into the end zone. He holds on. Is it a touchdown? Yes, it is. What an unbelievable catch by Puka Nacua.
Yep, it's Williams. Pushing toward the end zone and no signal yet. Now there it is. Touchdown. BYU wins and an absolutely horrific.
3 tight ends. And Doman will run the option and cut it back. And reach for the end zone. He got it. Touchdown. Brandon Doman. Brigham Young leads it.
So it's not a problem to get up there and go no huddle.
Pressure on Stout. Lost the football. Inside the 5. It's loose into the end zone. That looks like it's a BYU touchdown. Kyle Van Noy with the recovery. Needing to burn there. So Hall is going to spin. Look for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown. Samson Nacua, who caught one for the Utes in this rivalry game a couple years ago. Now he's wearing the BYU blue.
A first down and goal. Why not Taysom Hill again? 3rd rushing touchdown. 4th BYU touchdown of the 3rd quarter. Possession starts inside their own 5. Dingwell hit as he throws. Loose football. Recovered.